Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Sensei Pink and I'm coming back to you guys for my review on Lore Olympus Season 2, Episode 117, and some quick thoughts that I had on 116 since unfortunately I missed it. Now, I know you guys have been missing me and I have just been so excited to jump back into making reviews for season 2. I would have done so sooner, but I was on vacation when Lore Olympus dropped, so I wasn't able to get any reviews out to you guys like immediately. So now that I'm back, I'm here to give you all, my followers, my faithful subscribers, the tea from me that you came here for. Now, as always, before we get into it, make sure that you go follow me on both Instagram and Twitter and hit that subscribe and notification button to see more weekly videos. Now, looking back to episode 116, the anti-Persie squad is low-key salty since Zeus isn't gonna do shit really about what Persie did, but instead that man is up in his feelings because he didn't realize that he is out the loop and that no one likes him. Next, Artemis is able to cover up for Persie and Asspollo begins to shit bricks because Demeter threatens him. Go Demeter. Eros is trying to get his family to have a little bit of decorum. Artemis is off searching for Persephone. And lastly, Hades is trying to make sense of the lost memory that he just watched and figure out why Persie's phone is disconnected. But in the midst of this, we end that episode with him hearing a big crash. Now, initially I did think that crash would be Persephone, but that brings me into this week's episode. So in this week's episode, Artemis, Eros, and Olympus end up breaking into Hades' home to try and find Persie. Although Artemis thinks that Hades brainwashed and hid Persie, she ends up looking around and tiring herself out after finding no Persie, nothing. Now tired, she joins the rest of the group who are having a little tea time at the kitchen table, and she ends up filling Hades in on, the fact that Persephone is missing and the fact that she left a note lying about her whereabouts. As Artemis also fills Hades in on the fact that they haven't told Demeter, she begins to break down over losing Persephone and wonders if Persie needed a break or something. Now, with those words in the air, Hades tells Artemis that Persie told him that she wasn't doing well, but Artemis begins to protest, saying that, and question whether Persie is always happy, since that's what she knows about Persie. She's always happy. Now, with some uneasy looks from Eros and Hades asking Artemis if she noticed anything different about Persie since, they're friends and housemates. She then begins to turn melancholy since she obviously doesn't know too much about her friend. Now, with Hades breaking the silence, we then end off this episode with them forming a plan for Hades to search the underworld and for Artemis and Eros to search the mortal realm in Olympus for Persie. Now, not much really happened in this episode, but I am happy about a few things. The first being that Hades is in the loop and knows that Persie isn't just dodging him, she's actually fucking missing. The second being that Artemis has sort of come to realize that she's been a bad friend. I mean, she technically brought a wolf in sheep's clothing, aka her brother, into the house, and that's one of the big reasons why Persephone is going through what she's going through mentally. And, it's also kind of ironic that Artemis is like hell-bent on protecting Persephone from men, such as like Hades and other guys, but she doesn't know that she already completely failed because she brought her brother in the house and her brother did some fuck shit. Now, speaking of Artemis failing to protect Persie, let me jump into my prediction for episode 118. My prediction for next week is that things are about to get much worse for Artemis, especially with those looks that Eros was like giving her at the table. I feel like while those two are searching for Persephone together. And while Artemis is like maybe wondering out loud like why she disappeared and like why she might be unhappy, Eros is going to be the one to spill the tea and tell her what her brother did. I feel like for a while Eros is gonna really try and hold out, but as he sees Artemis in such distress and confusion, he's just gonna end up telling her, and that's just gonna bring even more bricks down on her. Well guys, let me know, what do you guys think is going to happen next episode? Do you think that Eros will tell Artemis what happened or not? Don't forget to go follow me on both Instagram and Twitter and smash that like button if you enjoyed watching. And finally guys, hit that subscribe and notification button to see more of me, Sensei Pink.